Let's take a look at some video we have here, and you can see it's warm. You can't feel it, but we've got Edgewater, we've got Strongsville Metro Park. Oh, people are just, look, I don't need a coat, I'm sleeveless, my dog's happy.
And again, that's from today, not last May. In
Yes.
case you thought we got the file video.
71. 71
Wow.
today's top temperature, and that shattered the old record. So we really cruised right up to 5 degrees.
I think Mother Nature is confused.
Well, all these things come with a consequence, right? We can't have nice things here in Cleveland for free. You have to pay for it, and we are really going to pay tomorrow with a sucker punch, unfortunately. Next few hours, we'll pick up right where we left off. Temperatures in the 60s here, so if you still want to get out and enjoy it, do it. It is going to be great. It's a little blustery. Later on this evening, that's when the rain chances start to roll in from west to east, and I think we're really going to start to see things popping to our west by the time we hit 8 and 9 o'clock. There's a look at how things are going to be unfolding tonight, and the 3 things that you need to know. Overnight storm chances will start to creep up after about 9 or 10 o'clock. That will carry over into the early morning. We'll get a break, and then another round of storms will be coming through along with very gusty winds. That will be along the cold front. And once the cold front comes through, we are going to get hammered with cold air. Huge afternoon temperature drop. We're going to go from the 60s to the 20s by the end of the afternoon. In the meantime, we are starting to see just a few little blips on the radar right now off to the south of us, even south of Mohican State Park at this point. This is all just kind of moseying off to the east as of right now. But the bigger picture is showing that there's more thunderstorms out to the west in Chicago that I showed you earlier. And then this gnarly line of snow that is cutting through the Twin Cities right now and back into portions of the Central Plains. The thunderstorms are indicative of the overall setup. We saw very rapid growth in these thunderstorms. They are reacting to not only the sharp temperature drop that is cutting into the plain states right now, but also the winds just above the surface and then all the way to the top of the troposphere. So the upper level wind pattern is one that will help to pull air up. When you pull air up, you end up having big thunderstorms and low pressure. That same southwesterly wind is helping to propel the temperatures, so we're not going to be cooling off tonight. Now, as far as the severe weather outlook goes, obviously Chicago has the greatest chance immediately, but farther to the south, this little complex that's expected to form later tonight and move to the east will become more of a player for our morning forecast. So the next 24 hours on the big scale first, you can see how we start to see these little showers popping up through the evening. Meanwhile, there goes that big thunderstorm complex into the Chicago area. As those upper level winds become even more favorable and start to really lift things up in the atmosphere, we are going to see thunderstorms growing across the Buckeye State. This is a stop at midnight, at least this is what one forecast model is predicting, and we'll continue to see these scattered storms moving through the area. These do have the potential to get a little squirrely on us. We don't have a huge tornado potential tonight, but you know how things go in northern Ohio. We get just a little bit of a wave, and sometimes that can start things spinning. So hail is actually an issue tonight, as well as the gusty winds. 3 a.m. you can see those thunderstorm chances moving out, but there's that southern complex that gets going in the early morning. And this is about the time that folks are headed out the door. You can see we have scattered storms in Ohio, and then here comes that front. And right along the front, we will likely have some very big wind gusts before that big temperature drop cuts in here. So as far as your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast goes, I'm going to try to get you as far as I can here. We have the southerly winds and very gusty winds at that will help to hold the temperatures up to upper 50s, near 60, all the way through midnight. We're going to be watching for the scattered storms to start to pop, and then in the early morning, we'll probably have a few isolated storms in the area. Then we get a break, so pre-dawn break, and then as folks are getting their day going, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, we get the storms that kind of the leftovers from what's coming out of Chicago that will be moving through. These have the potential for some hail. These have the potential to have some high winds in them too, as well as heavy downpours. I think we may have a few more than what's indicated here on the forecast, but the bigger chance for the thunderstorms farther south will arrive late morning. So you folks in Dover, New Philly, and Carrollton, heads up, because late morning, your rain chances start to sneak in. And then by noon, look what happened to the temperatures. Already the drop. So tomorrow is going to be one of those days. And on the backside, as the winds crank up, Lakeshore, Ashtabula County, that's it so far, has a wind advisory for tomorrow afternoon. You want to hear something crazy? Tomorrow afternoon, there's a gale warning on the lake, and they are talking about 13 to 18-foot waves on the lake. Not a good day to be on the lake. So the threats, again, will be in the morning, and then again midday as that front goes through. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Temperatures drop tomorrow. We won't make it out of the 30s on Thursday with mostly sunny skies. Shower chances back on Friday, and then we are right back to warming up as we head through the weekend.